Hello and welcome to Marineford TCG. Today, next up on the channel, continuing our 09 series, I've got for you Buggy. So Buggy's a pretty cool leader. He's a little bit of a rogue one. I do think this has a little bit of a tough time into the black decks, particularly Lucci. But other than that, I think this leader's got a bit of something here, you know. So he's a 5 life leader, blue, 5k power. He has the 4 Emperors and Cross Guild types, notably Cross Guild. And his effect is Activate Main. You may rest 5 Don and discard 1 card from your hand. Then you play up to 1 character with the Cross Guild type from your hand. Pretty good. You can use this multiple times per turn to cheat out bodies. This can cheat out a body of any cost, notably. Which is pretty good as it's costing you a card. So the Cross Guild cards we're playing is the big boss of this deck is 10 cost Buggy. He's a 12k power unit. And he says, on play, you bottom deck any of your opponent's characters. But then, if you don't control 5 characters with cost of 5 or more, you have to return Buggy to the bottom of your deck as well. So Buggy, pretty scared unless he's surrounded by his comrades, pretty on theme with his character in the show, which is pretty cool. So what are we playing to make sure that he doesn't run away? So the best card in this deck is this Crocodile. 7 cost, 7k, 1k counter, exceptional stats all around. On play, you can play up to 1 character with the Cross Guild type, or a type including Baroque works, and a cost of 5 or less from your hand. This really helps you go wide fast, especially when you drop it on your 5 Don turn, going first. It's pretty crazy. You can go on 1, you can drop either this, which is a top 4 searcher for Cross Guild or Baroque works, or you can play out the Cross Guild event, which is a 1 cost event that searches for Cross Guild. Obviously, this is slightly better, but, you know, supplemental consistency is very important. Then on 3, your ideal play is playing out Sanji's Pilaf to just draw a couple cards. This deck, having to trash cards from your hand to use your leader's effect, can make your hand size a little inconsistent. So having the Pilaf early in the game is pretty nice. Also, if you get this as a trigger, it's broken. So you're playing out Crocodile, but what are you playing with Crocodile? So we have a few different options. The best option, usually, is this Mr. 1 from EB. He has an effect that doesn't matter because we don't have Baroque works, and he also has on play, draw 2, trash 1. This is a nice effect. He replaces himself in hand, effectively, which is really nice for your hand size issues that I just spoke about. So on a 5, in theory, you can trash 1 card, tap 5 with leader, play out this Crocodile, and use Crocodile to play out Mr. 1. Pretty good. You get 1 card back, at least, which is nice, so your hand isn't too detonated. But yeah, either way, your hand will get a little bit detonated with this deck. One other card we're playing, which is probably the next best target for Crocodile, is Alvida. He's a 5/6, nothing crazy going on. But on KO, if our leader has the Cross Guild type, which we do, we get to play a 5 cost character or lower other than Alvida from our hand. The best target for this is, again, Mr. 1. The next best target is probably this Mr. 1 Vanilla, which is another target for Crocodile, of course. Lastly, we have 2 2Ks, neither of which really do very much. They're 5/5 bodies that say Cross Guild. They're not great, but they're here. Also, I'm choosing to play this Inazuma. I'm not sure this is that good in the deck, but it can be nice if your hand size gets really low, or if you can get this out early, especially going second. This is a nice play on 6. You probably won't be drawing any cards with it immediately, but you'll probably get the draw slightly later in the game, once you start countering to save some of your characters. One other card we have in here is this 6 cost Mihawk. He's a 6/7 blocker, and on play he has the same effect as Mr. 1. You draw 2 and then trash 1. He's a Cross Guild card. You can cheat him out with Buggy's effect, although you're only cheating 1 Don, which is not so good. But if you can get this out even a turn early, it's not too bad, and you can free block a hit here and there. I'm choosing to play 2 of the Gion. This is a 2k. The effect's not very good, the stats are not very good, but against Nami, this kind of just shits on Nami, and I hate Nami, and I'm happy to just play a couple of these. I'm blue, you know, you can play, there's a Mr. 2, 2k I believe it is, a blue Mr. 2. He's fine, you can search him with Mr. 3, and he's 5 cost, so he can contribute to this Buggy guy. But As a 2 of, just so you have a slightly better time against Nami, I'm happy playing out the Gion instead. What else have we got here? We've got just events left, I think. I think we've discussed everything else. Playing 2 Raging Tigers. This card, we're blue. This is pretty staple in blue. Gets rid of a couple of your opponent's characters. This is really nice against things like BY Luffy, against things like Doflamingo. Once we have the Buggy that's sniffing a shoe promo, if you're not familiar, don't worry about it. It's a 7/8 that can't attack, but it cheats out a 6 on play, which is nice. You can play out like this Mihawk. And it stops all 3 and 4 cost characters from attacking, which essentially just detonates Doflamingo here. They can't play the game. So once that promo gets released and included on the sim, I'll definitely be updating this deck. I'll probably do another video once that shoe Buggy gets put on the sim. We can try it out against Doflamingo, see if it makes a big difference. At the moment with this build, you just lose to Doflamingo. Doflamingo is a horrendous matchup for this build. But against other decks, you know, you can have a slightly better time. If you can get this Buggy on the board and get him to stick, it's such a crazy body. A red rock that's also a 10/12 is ridiculous. But yeah, this deck's a lot of fun. If you enjoy the games today, make sure you subscribe. Or when I put out another Buggy video, when that shoe Buggy promo gets released on the sim. And without any further ado, let's get into the games. Got a game here against Enel. We're going to go first. Going to mulligan that one. This is a bit better. We get a Mr. 3 off the rip. We've got a Mr. 1. If we can just find a crocodile, we'll be in business. Got the Mr. 3. That's a lot of buggies. Holy shit. Guess we'll grab a buggy and end the turn. The buggies are good, but they're now all on the bottom of the deck, so here we are, I guess. We do get the crocodile, which is pretty nice. We can go 5/5 here. We'll go 5. He gives us 1. We'll go 5 again. Enel loves to be at low life. I don't think he'll love to be at 1 on the next turn. So we can put that in our life, and we have to trash a card. We'll just get rid of this Mihawk, I think. Yep. And we'll take this one. We may as well use this trigger. Finding a... I guess we'll grab a... Do we want Mr. 1 or do we want Alvida? Alvida's not bad, actually, to grab here. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab the Alvida and then play the Alvida off of the crocodile this turn. I think I like that a lot, actually. We'll go 5 here. Takes. Trash 1 card. We'll trash one of the Gions, I think. Play out Crocodile into Alvida. And if he KOs the Alvida, we can play the Mr. 1 from hand to get a bit of a cycle and maintain 2 characters on the board. On the next turn, we can pressure his life a bit. We can probably get him down to 0 next turn. He does go with a Nami. He can trash a card from his hand. He trashes another Nami, destroys Alvida. But we can play out the Mr. 1. We'll get rid of this Gion. If you want to swing in with these, I'll definitely take one of these. No trigger. 6. Tempted I think I'll just keep taking these, to be honest. Yeah, just going to keep taking these. He's not going to be threatening us for long. He's going to be attacking our characters, and if we can get him out of Yamato range, that'll be pretty nice. So we can go 5 at face here. Then we can go... So we're going to go 5 for Crocodile, so we can do 6, 7, 7. He's pretty good. Start with 6. Should have done 6 just with the Daz Bones. This is a small play mistake. It gives us 3k though, which is incredible. We'll go with 7 with the Daz Bones. See what he gets there, see if he gets a trigger. No trigger, he trashes an ace. We'll attack for 7. He takes no trigger. We'll trash 1, we'll trash this event. Play out Crocodile into Alvida again. End the turn. If you want to attack into these, we've got a lot of 2Ks and he has nothing. Very nice. GG's to your opponent there. Really short game against Enel. Very rare. Enel games usually take about 5 years, but who knows, maybe Buggy's the counter. Got a game here against Black and Yellow Luffy. We'll choose to go first. We do get the Croc. We've also got Pilaf. I think I'll keep this one. This is pretty good. Nothing on 1. We can drop Pilaf on 3, and then we can do Croc into Mr. 1 on our 5-Dom turn. See if he finds any searches here. He does have the Garp. Very nice. Finds a blocker Sabo. We do also have the Raging Tiger, which is very nice. I think I'll attack him once. I'll give him 1 life if he wants to take it. Yep, very nice. And then we'll drop the Pilaf and the turn. Keep it nice and simple here. So I am not sure if this Inazuma is actually good, and I think in this circumstance I'll just take the first hit, that's fine. We've got quite a lot of counter in hand. So he wants to do here for 4. He plays out a baby Luffy and a baby Ace, interesting. So if we had some way to remove these guys, that would be pretty insane. Unfortunately for us, we don't. So I think we'll just tap the Don, play out the Crocodile, and then play out the Mr. 1. We'll trash Boss Guild, play out Crocodile, play out Mr. 1. And we will trash probably the Mr. 3. I think I'll attack in again, actually. He's just going to take. That's okay. If he starts playing out characters next turn, I have the Raging Tiger. I will get rid of them. That's no problem. And if he doesn't, we could potentially try and just go for game. He's got 6 here. We can counter with a Gion. That's for the Nami matchup, of course. Not very useful against Monkey D. Luffy. He goes with the Sabo. Respectable, respectable. We get a Mr. 1 again. So we could drop the Raging Tiger, but I don't think there's much point doing it yet. I think we'll just drop a... We could just drop another Mr. 1. Get some more draw going. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll get rid of probably the Pilaf at this point, and we'll end the turn. So on the next turn, we can, presumably he'll play out another character. We'll make use of the Raging Tiger next turn. He's on 8, so he will be at his Gecko Moria turn on the following turn, which I'm sure he'd love to get down to 0, either this turn or next. Just depends how many 2Ks he's managed to draw here. With the Sabo, he did trash double Big Luffy, which is fine. He's put 2 on leader. He goes with the Markino. So presumably he has a Hiyori in hand. Yep, there's the Hiyori. Very nice. Very nice for our opponent there. He's going to put something there, either a Luffy or an Ace. He's going to reveal a Luffy, play the Luffy. He can't clear any of our characters with this Luffy unless he has an Ice Age, which he could well have. He could well have an Ice Age. He's going to go 5 with Garp and then lots with Luffy. We are not going to take this one. I'll give him the Inazuma. I think we will take this 9 though. Gonna Raygo. No, he trashed Raygo to put double Luffy's there. That makes more sense. I'm gonna go 9 to 5. We'll take this one. No trigger there. Okay, so we've got 9. I think I'm gonna Gravity Blade. Get rid of both of these. Get rid of those, and then we can swing in for 7, 7, 7. Get some cards out of his hand. We'll get these Luffy's at the bottom of his deck. It's your choice, sir. This ace on the board isn't doing very much. He just bottom decks a Luffy. He'll attack in again for 7. He's going to give us a baby Sabo there. He'll attack in again for 7. Yep, he gives us another baby Sabo. We'll get rid of the Garp. That's fine. And we'll end the turn. He can pop Luffy and Sabo if he has Gecko Moria. But he's already getting a little low on hand cards. The Luffy can't actually KO anything because all our characters are 5 or higher. And he can't play Ice Age this turn. Drops a Garp and a Luffy. So no Sabo. Interesting. I guess he can bring in the Ace to go to 9k. But that's still pretty interesting. Does the Luffy. Gonna put 2 Don on leader. He just trashes the Luffy to draw a card. Valid, I suppose. Does he have an ace? He doesn't have an ace. So he goes Sabo, Luffy. Then he's going to go 9 into the Daz Bones. No. No, I want to keep my Daz Bones actually. So we can do Buggy and remove his Gecko Moria. I think we'll start with 7 from Croc. Test his response to that. He's going to bottom deck 1. I feel it would be irresponsible of us to not keep attacking at this point. Do we want to start going 9s? We can go 999. I think it's pretty good for us to go 999 here. As much as I really want to play out this Buggy, I think 999 is just really powerful. We're going to eat so many cards out of his hand here. Goes 910. We'll just keep at it. Yep, and he concedes. No more counter. He has just a Moria. So we would have won that one there. Nice win against BY. The Raging Tiger tech that I put in sort of for this matchup, sort of also for Doflamingo, came in clutch there, which was pretty cool to see. Okay, you got a game here against Lucci. I'm going to choose to go first. This is an interesting hand. I think we'll keep. We can play out the Cross Guild here. We'll grab a... I'll grab a 2k. I don't think we need another Mihawk. And we'll end the turn. Next turn we can go 5. Play out the Pilaf. See if he's got a Spandam here on 2. Or a Tempest Kick perhaps. Does play out a Tempest Kick. Very nice. We'll attack him for 5. Keep it nice and simple. Our opponent will give us a card here. Gives us a Suru. And we'll play out the Pilaf and end the turn. We draw a Mr. 3 and a Kabaji. Unfortunately, we don't have a Crocodile. But we could get one off this life, I suppose. He's just swinging 9, which we love to see. A Mills, a Brook, and a Khalifa. We'll take that one. No trigger there. We get an Alvida. If you get a Pilaf, we could opt to not play out the Mihawk, but I think I do want to play the Mihawk. So we'll go in 5. See if he wants to take a life or give us another card here. He takes a life there. We'll trash. We're going to 7, so I'll trash the Pilaf, play out the Mihawk, or Kabaji and Crocodile. We've got a lot of these 2Ks here. I think I'll get rid of one of these Kabajis and end the turn. So he's on 6. He can probably clear this if he has a decent bit of removal here. He'd need an event, I think. Or he could do something like... Yeah, there's the Ice Age. Very nice. So we can pop this with anything like a Lucci. He has the Rebecca. That's very nice for him. Plays out the Brook. Gets rid of our Mihawk. He's going to swing in for 6. We'll give him another one of these Kabajis, I think. Yep, we'll give him another one of these Kabajis. So we've got 7. We'll probably use 5 to play out the crocodile into a Kabaji, or we'll go into the Alvida. So we can use the cross guild event. Have a look, see what we can get. We can get a Mr. We can't get Mr. 1. We can get another crocodile though, so that's not bad. I think I'll go just 5 into the brook. He's just going to block with Rebecca. Not too bad. We'll drop Mr. 3. Mr. 3 can grab us. I'll grab Mr. 1. And then we'll use the leader effect, trashing. Then we'll get rid of this grab blade. Play out crocodile into Mr. 1. And we'll win the turn. Potentially should have played out the Alvida instead of the Mr. 1, just so we could use the Alvida's on KO effect. He's going to go for 5. We'll give him. I'll give him the Alvida. Might play out this Inazuma next turn. We'll see how we go. He's going to give -1 to Crocodile. He's got 8. Not too much in his trash that's crazy. He can get a Rebecca and a Suru off his Gecko Moria if he has one. See what he goes for here. Okay, that's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. But he's down to just 4 cards in hand. We can use another Crocodile next turn. We do get another Crocodile. Sadly, the only Crocodile target we have is Kabaji. I think we will avoid using our leader effect this turn. We'll just play out the Crocodile manually. So we can swing him for 7 and then just play the Croc into the Kabaji. Always the chance that he can't KO any of our characters next turn, and that would be lovely. We'll go 7 into this, end the turn. Doesn't really matter whether we play out the Kabaji or the Moji yet on that turn there. Kabaji's slightly better because we might play out a Buggy character in the future. And we're definitely not got any Reachies in our deck. He's got the 10 Don, so he can do whatever he likes, pretty much. On R10, yeah, I'm really not sold on this Inazuma, I can't lie. I'm not a fan of this card. The more I play with it, the less time I see to put it down. Because next turn, like, I could play this, but I feel like I really want to play another Crocodile. But we'll see. Depends if our opponent can remove all our units again. That would be pretty rough if he could. Just swinging for 5. Then we'll take this. We get a Gion. Not too bad. Bit of counter. He goes -1 on Croc. He's got the 3rd Ice Age. Great. Our opponent is very talented, it appears. You can remove this free with Brook, of course. Can also do a Gecko combo. Yep, goes 6 into 5. We'll give him a 2 there with the Gion. Maybe we at least get to keep our Kabaji character. 6. We'll give him this character as well, Moji, and then we'll take whatever comes off this. Just a Mr. 3, sadly. He gets the Sabo. Okay. Trashes a couple Spandams. We had a Buggy. It's not doing a whole lot for us. We can drop Inazuma here. We don't have anything to drop off Crocodile. We could Mr. 3 to try and find something to drop off Crocodile. I think I will Mr. 3 first. We can get the Alvida, I suppose. We can't get We can get Alvida or Buggy. We definitely don't need another Buggy, so I'll get Alvida. How do we win? I'm not sure we ever do. So we can go 6 with Carbagy. We could play down the Crocodile into the Alvida for 7. We can do 6-6, or we can do 7-7 if we want a leader effect. I don't have a great use for this Buggy, but I think having one more card in hand to just bluff seems okay. So I'll go 6 with Carbagy into Brook. See what he wants to do here. He lets it go. I think because he let it go, I'll trash the Buggy to play these out for less. So I can do 8. I can do 8 into Rob Lucci. I don't see a way for us to win this game, sadly. We've just not got enough cards. He's going to go 2-1. Yeah. We'll see. You never know. Trash this, play out this, and the turn. I think we simply don't have enough cards here to counter his hits. We only have 1k counter, which is pretty bad. You can go 5 into Cabbagey. Yeah, sure, you can definitely have that, sir. I'm in danger of just dying, so I can't really afford. I have to counter this, because otherwise he can just go big with these. This does let him use his Don. We'll use the trigger there. We'll grab a Mihawk for next turn. So we can at least develop a blocker. He's got another Hina. That's pretty good. And a Jack. Yeah, that's pretty good for him. Yeah, we can't win this one. There's no way. GG's to our opponent there. Let's get into the next one. Got a game against Smoker. New-ish black deck. We've got a Crocodile. We've got a couple searchers. We're going first. I think I'll keep this. We can try and find something nice to play off of the Crocodile. We'll deploy that. Would love to grab Pilaf, but we can't. I'll just grab the Mr. one. And we'll end the turn. That'll be a nice play on our 5-Don turn. We can play out the Crocodile and the Mr. one. He's going to go with the Sengoku. Very nice. That's a nice new card from the starter deck. Trashes Borsalino and Sudu. So we can cross-guild here and swing 7. We'll cross-guild first. This just grabs cross-guild, so we can grab a 2k. Yeah, I'll grab a 2k here. It doesn't really matter which. Turn those there. And then we'll swing him for 7. He'll take, end the turn. Very nice. He might play out something like a Borsalino this turn. They tend to like to play out things like Borsalino and Kuzan. We'll just take this one. It's fine. We get another Mihawk. Just a Rebecca. He's going to grab back Borsalino and play out Tashigi. Interesting. We'll go 5 into Tashigi. He gives us a 2k here. He gives us the Rebecca. So if we swung at life, he can still just give us the Rebecca, but this would force a 2k if he wants to protect the Tashigi. And getting rid of the Tashigi is definitely more valuable than taking a life. We'll trash the... I think I'll keep the Raging Tiger. We'll trash one of these Mihawks. We'll drop the Crocodile into the Mr. one. And from that, we'll trash one of these Inazumas. So that's pretty nice. We've got a 7 and a 5 on our 5-Don turn, which is pretty powerful. He can Tashigi to -2 to one of these. He can probably remove one of these very efficiently. In fact, he's on 6, so he could drop the 5-cost Tashigi. Yep, take this down to 3. Take it down to 1. Go to Marineford. That's fair enough. He can still drop 5-drop Tashigi to remove our Crocodile here. If he has it. He does indeed have it. He will need to rest this Tashigi. Yep, very good. Next one 5. I will counter this one with Alvida, I think. Yeah, we'll give him the Alvida there. That's nice. We're on 7. Could just Raging Tiger both of these. I don't hate it, actually. I think I will. So we may as well go with 5 at face. 6 at face. He takes both of those. Interesting. We'll get rid of those. Pass to him. Absolutely nothing in trash. Got a massive hand. Can most likely remove this Mr. One. He rests the stage to give -1 to the Mr. One. He's going to go 6 at life. We'll take this. Another crocodile. Interesting. He's going to drop Jack. Does leader effect. Drops Jack, can KO the Mr. One. Very nice. So we could do 9 at Jack. I don't think there's much point doing that. I think we want to keep it going pretty aggro here. We'll go 9 at life and then discard the other Mihawk to play out Crocodile and Moji. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Go 9 at life, he'll take. And then we will trash 1 card, which will be the Mihawk, play out Crocodile into Moji. And Moji doesn't find anything because there isn't anything to find. End the turn. Don't have a lot counter. He can remove our Moji for free with his leader effect, Marineford and Jack. But that's fine. If we can keep this Crocodile, that would be lovely. Somehow I doubt we will, but here we are. He does Gecko to grab back Suru and Rebecca. Draws a Jack with the Rebecca. Okay, so he's going to remove this instead of the Moji. That's fair. That is fair. Yep, does that for no reason. Yep, very nice. Close our Crocodile. Eight at life. We'll have to take this one. No trigger there. And these black decks are proving quite tricky for Buggy to deal with, I will say. I thought we were doing alright when we played out a 7 and a 5, but he just removes... They remove everything. It's kind of crazy. What can we do here for 10? We can go Crocodile into Moji and then Buggy to get rid of the Gecko, I guess. Doesn't seem great though. But also Buggy to get rid of the Jack, which might be better. This is not looking too hot. I think we'll play out the Mr. 3, see what we can get here. That is a whole bunch of garbage. Wow. I guess we'll grab Mr. 1. We can do Crocodile into Mr. 1. I don't mind trashing the Buggy, so we can just do that for 5 Don. So we can do 7-7 with leader. Or at least get a couple cards out of his hand here and the Rebecca blocker off the board. I do think this is just a losing position, I'm not going to lie. But we'll do our best. You never know, it could just be all bricks. Definitely not all bricks, he gives us 3. We'll trash the Buggy, lay out the Crocodile into the Mr. 1 and end the turn. You never know, if we don't die here, there's always a chance. So we can counter this one. I don't think it's correct to though. We'll just take this. We won't take this. We'll give him the Inazuma. Goes with the Kuzan. Okay, that's pretty depressing. That is pretty depressing. Goes 5 into 5. We can't give him that. We have to go for game here, sadly, which is pretty shocking. But hey, what can you do? We're gonna have to go 9, 11. Just hope he's got a lot of bricks. Oh man, he does have a lot of bricks as well, but there's nothing we can do about it. I guess we can go 5. We can go 5, 5, 5. Yeah, that's our best bet. You never know. We can go 5. And we actually win there. We can go 5-8 with the Mr. 3s. I was getting very worried that we couldn't win that at the end there. So that's pretty interesting that we managed to pull it out of the bag. GG's for our opponent there. That was quite a fun one. I enjoyed that. And I guess that's proof that you should never give up. You never know when your opponent might have a whole bunch of garbage in their hand. Okay, you've got a game here against Red Purple Luffy. I'm going to choose to go first. Got a Pilaf. This looks like a pretty good hand. We don't have a Crocodile, but we've got everything else, and we've got 2 chances to find him with either the Mr. 3 or with the Pilaf. We'll deploy this. We'll grab either a Kabaji or a Cross Guild. Let's grab a Cross Guild event so we can go again if we need to. End the turn there. On 2, he might have a Nami Searcher or a Trafalgar Law Searcher. He doesn't. There's the Crocodile. Excellent. So we can start to drop that on the 5-Don turn. We'll do that. I forgot he's a 6k leader. I'm wasting my own time. We'll drop the Pilaf, end the turn. So next turn, he's going to go 7. We'll take that one. No trigger there. We get a Buggy. He'll probably drop a Zorojiro here. Yep, he does indeed. So we can go with Crocodile into Mihawk. I think that's pretty good here. We'll trash 1 card. We'll get rid of the... Let's go to the events. Play out Crocodile, out Mihawk. Oh, it's cost of 5, of course. We'll play out Alvida and end the turn. Next turn we're going to 7. We can start swinging with some of these guys. Start taxing some cards. Which will be pretty nice. We will be at the Buggy in a couple of turns. As long as none of our characters get removed, which will be nice. They tend to play a lot of top end. So playing out this Buggy will be pretty good. That's not particularly fun. We'll give him 3 here. I'll give him that. This Inazuma might be pretty nice next turn, actually. So we'll give him... No, we'll give him the Inazuma. We're not going to get a chance to play it. If he wants to swing in for... If he wants to swing in for 7 again, that's fine. He's swinging in for 8. We'll take that. We'll definitely use that trigger. That's beautiful. So we've got 7 here. We can drop the Mihawk. We'll start with... we'll start with 5 into Zorojiro. Nice, he lets it go. So he's going to be at 10 next turn. He can start doing a whole bunch of different things. I think we will definitely go with the Mihawk, so we can go 6, 8. I think it would be nice to get him down 1 life for sure this turn. He's going to give us a Zorojiro. We could go 6, 7 and play out the Mr. 3. I think I'm fine to keep the Mr. 3 for a little bit of counter here though. We'll go 8, we'll take this one. Yep, and then we'll drop Mihawk. We'll get rid of... I don't think we need all these Mr. 3s, and we'll end the turn there. So we can swing the Bon Clay. Bon Clay will become our Crocodile, or our Mihawk. Just going to go with the Otama. And the Rayleigh. Okay. It's not too bad. I think he could have swung with the Bentham first, because now our Crocodile is weaker. He's going to go 7 into 5. We'll He can then swing 6 into 5, so we would need to give 2k, 2k, 1k. We'll just let it go. I think we'll just let it go. And he can swing 6 if he wants. See if he wants. Please make your mind up, sir. He is going to swing 6. Okay, I don't think we're going to take this one. We'll give him a emoji. Now he needs to pass the turn, please. Very nice. We'll attack 2 into 1. He'll give us that there. That's lovely. So we're on 9. We can't do double. We can't do a drop and a leader effect. We'll keep the. We'll attack with the Alvida, because if he KOs the Alvida, I don't really care. Then we'll go with the Mr. 3. We do find a crocodile. That's very nice. So we're going to have 7 Don for Croc, so we can attack 6 with Alvida. Then we can drop Croc into Mr. 1, trashing the Raging Tiger. We'll likely get 1 card out of his hand and 1 life here. Cancel that. I don't really want to use the leader effect to get the... We would get extra 2 Don here, so we'd swing 8. But I think he's likely to take anyway. He doesn't though. So maybe we could have done that, but it is what it is. We've got 7 here. We'll drop the Croc into the Mr. 1. Ditching. Probably don't need 2 of these buggies, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Okay. We'll get rid of the Gravity Blade. I don't think that's going to be very useful in this matchup. If he wants to take out the Alvida, we can play out... Yep, so if this is KO'd, we can play out either the Cabbagey or we can play out the Mr. 1. We'll just take that and play the Mr. 1. Got a nice vanilla there. It's a 1k upgrade on Alvida's stats. He's got 10. He could drop Nika, of course. Just the Ben Beckman. And then we'll see an 8. 8 to 2. Yep, you can have that, I suppose. Okay, so we can't go... We can buggy to just remove something. I don't think that's a very efficient use of our time. I think we'll likely play out the Mihawk this turn. So we may as well use this search. We'll take the... We'll take the Cabbagey for a bit of counter. So we've got 9 Don here. I want to swing in... He's got 1 up for Gum Gum Giant. I want to swing in at least 8s, I think. Because he's only given us 2 2Ks so far. So we could go 8 with Crocodile. We could go 7 with Crocodile, 6 with Buggy, 8 with Mr. 1, and then still have... Let's go 6 with Buggy first. We'll go 6 with Buggy first. We've got 8 Don, so we can do 8-8 after this, and still play out the Mihawk. Eight there. 8 there. He gives us a 0 cost. I'm kind of tempted to do 8 with the Mr. 3, I'm not going to lie. But I don't think it's a great use of our time. I think we'll just drop the Mihawk. We don't need all these buggies now. And we'll end the turn. He's got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, he didn't have the Gum Gum Giant. He had not a lot. So that was a nice one against Red Purple Luffy. He couldn't have won there because we had the blocker. We also had a lot of counter in hand. We had, what's this, 6, 7, 8k. So that was a nice showcase for how you can board spam pretty fast. I don't think our opponent drew the hottest there. We also got a nice Pilaf trigger, which really helped out. But either way, let's get into the next game. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed those games with Buggy. I think we were able to show off this deck's strengths and its weaknesses quite nicely there. Got some good wins against some powerful meta threats, and also a couple losses that we can learn from. Let me know if you have tried this with a more impel down focus build, with something like the Ivankov and this Crocodile and this Luffy. I'm interested to try that in the future. I've played against a few people on the ladder playing that build with other decks, and it seemed to struggle a bit into decks like my Shanks deck. But let me know if you've got a good build of Buggy. I'd love to hear. Thank you for watching. Please drop a subscribe if you can, and I hope you have a lovely day.